Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have more Trump regrets to share with you, more FAFO experiences. This first one is from the Focus Group podcast with Sarah Longwell. The focus group consisted of Biden to Trump swing voters. And this first woman is angry about a lot of what Trump is doing, including what's all in his big butt ugly bill. Before I share this video, though, please do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button below this video. I was going to say crack the subscribe button. Don't do that. Don't crack your subscribe button. Just hit it, please. I appreciate it. So here is what this swing voter had to say.
Even with Elon Musk, the Doge thing, that was a big ass joke at this point. They're not saving any money, especially when the government bill that they are trying to push through is going to make us go in debt even more and then take from the most vulnerable people.
Yeah, can't say I disagree with her. This next woman was profiled in Business Insider news outlet. Her name is Miranda Metheny, and she is getting hit hard by the changes that Trump has made in regard to student debt repayment. So Metheny voted for Trump. She is disabled, so she can't work, and she's in default on her student loan. So the government is probably going to start garnishing her income, but she receives only $600 a month in disability payments. Metheny told Business Insider, quote, "I'm having a bit of buyer's remorse. Now seeing what all is taking place, I'm like, maybe I just shouldn't have voted. We already don't make enough to really even survive at this point. We're all robbing Peter to pay Paul, and now you're going to cut into that? We're not all billionaires. We can't just come up with that amount of money that quickly." I mean, maybe don't vote for an out of touch billionaire next time. Anyway, another student borrower that was also profiled by Business Insider is 67-year-old Sherry. They did not give her last name, but Sherry said she supported Trump's move to require repayment of student loans. And she told the news outlet, quote, "I'm not going to bash the Trump administration, but that being said, I think that turning people over to collections is a very drastic move after what we just went through over the past 4 years. I'm opposed to that." So clearly, Sherry hasn't felt enough of the pain of, her find out phase yet, but she is entering the tunnel. I'm hoping she'll get there. I also have a tweet from a guy named Rob. He is against the U.S. involvement in the Iran-Israel conflict. Rob replied to Trump humper Mark Levin and told him, quote, "I'm really MAGA, and I don't support another BS war in the name of Israel or any other nation. Real MAGA didn't vote for war. We voted for peace, and to claim otherwise is disingenuous at best. If you aren't willing to enlist to fight or send your kids, STFU, so shut the fuck up." Another Twitter user replied to a post about a Fox News segment where they're pushing hard for Trump to get into this brewing war. Like, they want them in there. They want boots on the ground. And the man replied and said, quote, "I didn't vote for neocon bullshit. Trump better straighten his shit up or it's over for the midterms. This kind of shit turns people off." And another person replied to Cat Turd. If you don't know who Cat Turd is, just count yourself lucky. It's a Trump humper. But anyway, they wrote, quote, "I voted for Trump 3 times. He's become a disappointment. I didn't vote for Israel. I vote for America. Why is everyone a tool of some foreign actor?" What's really funny is that this man was responding to a Cat Turd tweet slamming Candace Owens. So MAGA is just at each other's throats. They are taking each other down. And you guys may have heard Candace Owens is now saying, "I regret telling people to vote for Trump." So they are turning on each other hard. Next up is a North Carolina woman who took part in a recent Engage Us focus group. So these are also swing voters. These are, again, people who went for Biden in 2020. Then they switched to Trump in 2024. And this is what she had to say about his handling of deportation. So let me bring this one up for you guys.
I feel that it's too invasive. It definitely it's not peaceful. It's not as peaceful as I was expecting. I feel like he's violating a lot of civil liberties, and I don't think it's just. I don't think it's just. I mean, I understand that there's violence and stuff, but there's violence with legal people and and illegal people. Like it doesn't matter if you're legal or illegal. And with California, I mean, they're not being invaded. They've been there for a long time, and I just think that he's just coming in there with violence, and that's the wrong way to handle it.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong in saying that, there's violence even with American-born citizens. And no, California is not being invaded. These people have been here, in many cases, for decades, and they're hardworking people. Where I fault that woman is in saying, "Oh, well, it's not as peaceful as I expected it to be." Peaceful? What the frick are you talking about, lady? Was it peaceful in his first administration? Was it peaceful to separate babies and toddlers from their parents and lose them to never be seen again? Where the frick have these people been? Where were they from 2017 to 2021? Like I said, they must have been in a coma. So this next person is pissed off about the prospect of war, also Trump's plan to sell public lands to help pay for the tax cuts for the rich. They tagged Trump on Twitter and said, quote, yeah, I didn't vote for that. Maybe if we'd stop funding fucking wars, we could take care of our people instead of the military industrial complex and lining the pockets of Congress. At real Donald Trump, this country is done for. Y'all sold out. Totally agree, but gosh, if only someone had warned this person in advance that Trump would sell out the country and his voters. If only they had known. And then another Twitter user replied to several people about the prospect of war with Iran, and they said, quote, anyone who voted for Trump is praying that he does the right thing at this point. Nothing else we can do other than hope he does the right thing. If he doesn't, I will call him out. I didn't vote for this shit, to be honest. Next up, I have a story about a man named Matt Kubanchik. Kubancik. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Anyway, Kubancik. He is a small business owner. He spoke with CNBC, and he said that he voted for Trump because he had a hope that he would ignite the economy, he would reduce the price of gas, the price of groceries. Well, Kubancik, I'm going to call him Kubancik. Anyway, Kubancik, his business imports all of their products from China. And now he's saying the first 6 months of Trump's presidency has been like a, quote, vacation from hell. Kubancik also said his company just had gotten its big break. He said last year they signed a deal with Walmart. So his products were going to be sold in 3,000 Walmart stores. Well, now Kubancik says he is postponing orders from China, and he's limiting new product development because he just doesn't want to take on any risk. He said, quote, it felt like we finally made it as a brand, and now it feels like a plane nosediving. He is so upset, in fact, he has switched parties. Kubancik told CNBC, quote, I've been a registered lifelong Republican. I've supported independent candidates and Democratic candidates in the state of Kentucky before, but this made it enough to switch parties. I don't feel the country is headed down the right path. Let's hope there are many more like him. I just have a feeling with everything we're seeing, with all of the quotes that I see, so many that I don't even have time to share with all of you guys, I think it's going to be a bloodbath. I think, there will be a red wave in the midterms. I think that's going to be the Republicans' blood in the streets. That will be the red wave. But yeah, we're going to see, I have a feeling, just an unbelievable swing toward the Democrats. And I think there will be just, if not millions, tens of millions of people who just don't come out for the Republicans this year or next year because they're just so fed up. They're so disgusted by what they're seeing. So good job, Republicans. Good job, MAGA. You're doing great. Keep at it. Honestly, I really mean that. I want Donald Trump to stay on the path he's on because it is destroying his credibility. It is undermining this ridiculous story that he and others have been pushing for decades now about him being some genius businessman. And it's showing the public exactly who the MAGA Republican Party is, that they are not the party for the people. They are the party for the wealthy, and they don't give a damn. I mean, Mitch McConnell said Medicaid cuts, oh yeah, they'll get over it. Joni Ernst, oh, everybody's going to die. So what's the big deal if we hasten their demise, right? Or excuse me, shorten their demise. Anyway, guys, I will let you know when I hear more or when I have more. I do. I don't know why I always say that. Anyway, I'm lying. I will have more for you tomorrow. I have a lot more regrets to share with you. All right. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.